Hello, good day everyone. Today we are going to learn how to create a login page with C#. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to download Visual Studio if you do not have one. So you go to the internet and then search for Visual Studio. Download Visual Studio. So I'm sure you know how to do that. Download Visual Studio. Okay, so you can download Visual Studio. So once you've done that, you launch it. Okay, so download Visual Studio for Windows and just download it and install it automatically. So I'm not going to waste much time on that. I hope someone can do that. So what you need to do now is just to launch it. We have different kind of Visual Studio. We have Visual Studio 2013, Visual Studio 2015, Visual Studio 2018, depending on the one you want to use. But I'm using Visual Studio 2019. Okay, so we are going to create a new project. So click on New Project. Okay, so it's going to come up in a jiffy. Let's just wait for it to load. So it takes some time for it to load. So here now we are creating Windows form. So let me select Windows form. Okay, I'm searching for Windows form. Okay, so we are creating a Windows form. Okay, for desktop Windows form. Okay, I'm looking for the one I'm going to create because I'm not creating for web app. No, I'm creating for window, just window. Okay, let me try this. If it's not it, I'll come back. Okay, so let me say login one, and then create. Okay, so it's running now. It's creating it for me. Just be patient a bit. It will come up now. Okay, it's coming up very shortly. So it takes some time for it to to upload, so we need to just be patient. The reason why I did not just cut it is because I want you to see the process, so that when you are logging in, you will not think it's taking too much time for it to come up. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So this is the framework environment where we are going to be creating our login page. Okay, so let me reduce it. Okay, let me just change the color, the back color. Oh, sorry for that. I want to change the back color. This is just causing a delay here. Okay, so the back color. So I'm searching for the back color. Good. So where I'm searching now is what we call properties. The properties of this frame. That's what we are searching for. So I'm changing the color to white, make it plain white. Okay, so now I'm going to toolbox. Look for toolbox by your left hand side and select label. The first thing we need to look for is label. Let me select label and bring it out. Okay, so let me position it here. Okay, so I'll right click on the label, okay, and then go to properties. So at the properties, let me change the name, the label, the text, change it to username, okay, and then I will increase the size of it, okay, font size. So if you click on the font, it will bring up this little dialog box. Select bold, increase the size to 12 and click OK. Okay, so you can see that it's bigger now. So what I need to do is just to copy this one and paste. Okay, let me copy it. Ctrl V, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and then post it again. So this will serve as a password. So let me change the name now to password. Hope someone is following. Password, okay, so that's the password. So the next thing we need to do now is to get a text box where someone can enter his name and then his password. So let me go back to toolbox and select text box. Text box is here, so I'll just click and drag out. Okay, let me expand it. Okay, so let me change the name now, because this is what we're going to be working with on the code area. So the name here, I'm changing it to TST user. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and paste. So I will be using this for the password. So for the password also, I'll change the name to TST password. Okay, then the character, I need to change the character because I don't want them to see when someone writes his name. I don't want the name to be visible, so I just want to put asterisk at somewhere here. Searching for where to put it. Okay, I think I've passed that place. Okay, so the password car. So here I just put the asterisk sign. Okay, so that will do. Okay, now the next thing is to go and select a button. Okay, so let me select a button. So this button now we will use it for our login button. So here now let me change the name to login. Okay, then the name that will appear in the code area, I will change the name to BTN login. Okay, so let me change the size. Make it bold, increase the size to 12. That will be okay. And then the font color, let me change the font color. That is the text color. So let me make it white. Okay, and then make the background color something like navy blue. Okay, so I'll change this now to navy blue. Okay, this will do. So let me just expand it. Okay, so I'll need to copy this. I'll use it for clear button. So this place, I'm changing this to clear. Okay, and then I'm changing this also, the name that will appear in the code area, it will be BTN clear. Okay, then I can, okay, the color is okay, so let me copy another one and paste again. I will use this one for exit. Okay, so this one will be exit. So to write exit, I'll write E and plus sign, that and sign, and then exit. Okay, so this will underline the E, the X in that stuff. Okay, so the name here, I'll change it to BTN exits. Okay, this is where I'm going to change E plus sign exits. Okay, this one I need to change the color. Let me make the color black. I mean something like red, the back color. Okay, this color is a bit bluff. Let me use something darker. Let me use this. Okay, that will do. Okay, now the next thing now is to go to my code area. That's where I need to put the codes together. Okay, so I'll just double click on this environment. Just double click, it takes you automatically to the code area. Okay, so this is the code area. So the first thing I need to do is to get a data type and then get a variable that I'm going to use and the data type that goes with it. Okay, so I'm going to say strange user. Okay, assign let me say the name of the user should be like let me say John, for example, John. Okay, so let me terminate that line. Then I'll say strange password, so it will be strange pass. So this pass now is a variable name and the strange is the data type. Okay, so let me say the password should be John 123. Okay, that's okay. Then terminate it. Okay, so let me come back here now. I'll double click on the login button, then it brings me here. So I will now say if in bracket that shows that it's a function. So if tst user dot test equals to John okay, and tst password dot test equals to, we use equals to sign, double equals to sign as equals to in programming language. Okay, equals to John 123. Okay, so that's it. Then I'll create a parenthesis. Okay, so what should happen if it's like that? Okay, that means I need to log in because I'm logging into a platform. Okay, so I've not created any platform, so I need to come back here now, come to login here, right click, and then go to add. You can just go to add and then window form, select window form. So here I'm going to create a window form. Let me say welcome page, welcome. Okay, just add it. Okay, so well, it will bring us here now if we log in from that place. So for us to know it brings us here, let me just write something here. Let me write you are welcome. So let me pick a label, bring it here. Then on the label, let me say you are welcome, you are welcome to my platform. Okay, so let me increase the size now. increase the size, and then make it bold. Okay, so I should increase the size more than this. Let me make it like 20, 22. Okay, that should do. That should do. So let me go back here now. Then I will say if tst user dot test equals to John. That means if the person enters John as his username and then it enters John 123 as his password, okay, do something. Okay, that means go to the next page. Okay, I will now say well, which is the name of the one they are going to link it to, which is the name of this one. Okay, well, and then I need a variable name for it. I can say welcome. That's a variable name for it, or welcome 1. Assign new welcome. Well, okay, so I'll create a parenthesis for that and then terminate it and then say okay, that should do. Okay, then I will go back here and then select clear. So if he has finished entering that, someone else wants to enter, I need to clear what is on the screen, and then someone else will be able to put his name and all that. So I will now say tst user dot test assign nothing. Okay, assign nothing. So I'll terminate it, and then tst password dot test assign nothing. Okay, so that's we just wipe up whatever the person put in there. Okay, so the next one is exit. So we need to do this exit. So exit, I'll just exit it, application dot exit. Okay, so I'll put it in a parenthesis and then terminate it. Okay, so we are good to go now. So let me run it and see if it works very well. Okay, so it's running right now. Let's just be patient a bit to come up. Okay, it's coming. Just be patient a bit. Thank you. Okay, it's still running. It's almost done. Okay, so we are here now. So if I enter John as my username and then enter John 123, then login. Oh, what's going on here? It should log in, or is this still running? Let me clear it. John, and then John 123. Oh, the button seems it's saying that it's not functioning. So let me check what really happened. So let me go back to the form. This is the login button, so it's under it. Okay, so it should launch me to another platform, which is okay. Seems right. Okay, so I'm supposed to show it here, so I will say welcome 1 dot show. Okay, so that's what it's waiting for. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so if if I run it now, okay, so let me say John, and then say John 1 2 3, and then launch. Okay, so you are welcome to my platform. So he has launched us to another platform. So that means if someone if someone log in into any page, it takes him to another place. So that is what it's all about. So okay, so that is it. But you notice that we can clear this one, right? But you notice that this platform is still there. This framework is still there. We can actually remove it immediately. It launch us to another platform. We just remove this. Okay, so let's go and do that. So here now we just come here and add height, and then put the parenthesis, and that's it. So if we run it now, let's run it now. Just go to start and run. Okay, so if you run it now and say John, okay, John, then say John 1 2 3, and click login. So the other one just wipe off automatically. Okay, so that is a topic for today. This is a login page using C# Windows WinForm. Okay, thank you very much for your time.